Hello everyone and welcome to the Racer challenge on our BN channel. There was a voting lately between three votes, which they are the Racer challenge, or the 1990s Super Sedan, or the 1990s Sport JDM cars. And surprisingly, the Racer challenge won. A lot of people vote for it, and it received 50% of voting. That's actually very weird, but yeah, so this is the Racer challenge rules video. So if you want to participate in this challenge, you need to follow the rules that you will be seeing in this video, my friend. So what is a raced car? First, let's talk about the original car before it got raced out, or fully on raced. This car, for example, this is the Bowler base car. This car was designed by a manufacturer to be a cheap, reliable, efficient car, to serve the nation, and of course so you can five member family can buy it, drive in it, go to school with it, and use it as it was attended to save fuel, to be safe, and to stay cheap. Very basic car. This is a very basic car. Well, so what we have under the hood, or under the bonnet, whatever you want to call it, this is a 1.6 liter direct acting overhead camshaft. Oh, yes, not a single overhead camshaft. No, this is a direct acting overhead camshaft. We have a distributor, we have an EFI system, cast log manifold, very basic engine, making around 65 horsepower and 85 pound-feet of torque. Very basic. And we have a 4-gear or 4-speed manual gearbox, front-wheel drive, open differential. I mean, running on 91 octane fuel, which is very regular fuel, regular car. Everything is very basic. Everything you need in a basic car is available. Lights, indicators, five seats, front and rear wipers. The car has 36 total safety points. So yes, this car is registrable. You can actually buy it and register it in the US, or according to this game, Gazmia. That's the country in this game, the Gazmia, because Gazmia requires a high safety demand, which is a minimum 35. So yeah, this car meets all the rules and regulations by the Gazmia country. So this thing is safe, reliable, cheap. Yeah, it's you can say cheap and cheerful. You can say it's rubbish. So yeah, it's a very basic car. And the performance, well, the performance is just a very basic performance. So this is Chinatown map, or Chinatown area in the West Coast map. So this is the acceleration then. Not really impressive. And the car is not really that loud. So yes, remember, we are going downhill. This is downhill performance. Yeah. We barely reached 113. So yeah, it's very basic. Nothing special with this car, really nothing special at all. So let's say this car was designed in 1996, for example, because yes, this car actually was designed in 1996. The family that bought this car enjoyed it for, let's say, 10 years of usage. They have driven it for a lot of kilometers or a lot of miles for a very long time, and then they decided, well, this car is not really worth fixing and repairing and maintaining anymore, so let's sell it and buy a new one. So what is a racer then? Well, a racer is a guy or a girl, whoever want to buy it. They don't have that much money, and they want to buy a car to drive around. So they buy, for example, this car, or the family sold this car for, well, nothing, because, well, this car costed new. Yes, I'm not kidding, new from the factory, from Automation Game. It costed only $6,900 on 0% margin. So let's say with 20% margin, this thing can go up all the way to 7,000, let's say 700, for example. So it's very cheap when it was new. So what do you think the price for this car when it was sold used after 10 years of usage? Well, it will be nothing, like maybe $1,000, maybe, or maybe less, maybe more, who knows. So let's say this teenager, or boy or a girl, bought this car and they fixed it, you know, with whatever money they have, and it's running normally. They go with it to school, to university, to work, wherever they want to go with it, right? And then they played like Need for Speed Underground or Underground 2. They have seen like Fast and Furious, the first one, and they thought to themselves, well, I want to make my car fast like they did in the movie, or like they did in like I did in the game. So what they do is they take this car and they search the internet for cheap things they can, or you know, for fast and cheap things and easy things to do to make their cars fast, and things that they can replicate from the movie, for example. So what they do is they put stickers on the car, they put vents on the car, and the first thing everyone does, which is putting a huge rear spoiler on the back of the car. They think, oh, putting a rear spoiler, that means it will make my car more aerodynamic and more fast around corners, which is not really true. And maybe they will lower their car with some cheap eBay kit, or put a fart can exhaust system or exhaust muffler, or maybe they will put, I don't know, a lot of crazy things. They will put huge amount of camber on the front tires from like an eBay cheap kit, or maybe they will modify their stock suspension, or maybe ruin their stock suspension. They will put questionable stickers on the car, like flames or fake trims or whatever. So if you don't really understand what am I talking about, let me show you an example. So this is the baller raced version, a great example of what I was talking about. Look at it. So the difference between this and the stock car, well, it's in everything. For example, look at those huge chromies from eBay, you know, the rims, and those stickers, those vinyl flames, turbo badge. Although the car is not turbocharged, the car is running naturally aspirated engine, the same engine actually, but yeah, they put turbo badge on it. Look at those chromed door handles, the same stock door handles, but they chromed them. Let's see, the tail lights are now chromed from the inside with clear plastic covers. Look at that different rear license plate, and they have painted the wipers. They put a huge rear spoiler, and of course a body kit. A cheap body kit is the most famous thing they ever do. Look at that body kit. Yeah, around the sides, around the front, and yes, hood scoops. Well, it's although in this car, to be honest, the hood scoop actually goes to the engine. It cools the engine down. But in real life, those hood scoops are fake. They are just stick-ons, and yeah, you can see it. And the problem will not end there. Listen. So what we have here is the same engine, the same stock engine, my friends. But what the Racer will do to this engine, well, two things I think, or maybe three things, which is the first one and the most important one, a fart can exhaust system. Or yeah, a fart can, that means, you know, a rear very loud muffler. They will cut the old muffler, the stock one that keeps the car quiet and efficient, and they will put on that fart can exhaust muffler, which makes the car sound like a mosquito. Of course, if it was a 4-cylinder car like this one. The second thing that everyone does, which is, or every Racer does, which is put not a cold air intake. They call it the coned air filter. They will put they call it a hot air intake, because they will just delete the airbox, the stock airbox, and they will put a coned air filter on the stock piping for the engine, for the air intake, and that provides hot air for the engine, which makes the engine run bad. It will make the engine to lose power, not make any extra horsepower, because it sucks hot air from the engine bay, which is not really efficient. And the third thing that they can do to the engine, which is maybe buy a cheap eBay ECU tuning kit, or maybe there was some of their friends will plug their laptops into the ECU and start playing with it. Who knows what the Racer mind can do. And of course, a lot of the famous mods like the chromies, and of course the hood scoops, the vents everywhere, the stickers, the chromies. I mean, a lot of things they do to their cars, and this is like a quick example. I made this car, for example, and of course they will all of them paint their brake calipers red, pink, or whatever color they want to do. So yeah, and what they also do is they slammed their car to the ground, which that means lower their car to the ground. Unfortunately, that's the lowest this car can go in automation game, according to the suspension design that I've chosen, which is torsion beam, which is the cheapest one. That resulted in this ride height. I can't go lower than that, but in real life, yes, they go supremely lower than that, or super lower than that. They put huge amount of camber on the rims, on the tires, cheap tires which they are not really grippy or provide no grip at all, but they look good. You know, the shape of the tire, or maybe the what they call the pattern of the tire, looks very good, but it doesn't provide any extra performance. Yeah, so let's see. So you get the point. You get the point of the racer challenge. Then you need to make a car that is totally raced out. Like this is a base example, so you know, don't try to copy this. Get creative. This is like a 10-minute creation car, but you take your time and make it look absolutely like a show car from 2006, for example, because this car was designed in 1996, and well, the racer bought it in 2006 after 10 years for maybe £5 or for whatever price he paid for it, and he thought, oh my god, look at my car, it looks fast, my car can go 300 kilometers per hour, it will look like Need for Speed Underground 2, flames shooting out of the exhaust. No, that's never gonna happen with this cheap eBay kit or whatever exhaust system he used, whatever. Alright, so the rules for this challenge: make a car. You can make a car from all the way from 1996 all the way to 2012. So the production year goes from 1996 to 2012. The second rule is the drivability points, because as always I'm gonna choose the top 15 cars with the highest total category points. So we have 7 categories. You have to add each individual, all of these categories total numbers together, so you can get the final total category number. And this number, the higher it goes, the higher chance your car will be chosen for the final video. Of course, you have drivability, which is should be, I mean, no less than 45. The sport points should be no less than 15. Yeah, I mean, it needs to be above 15. The comfort points, because well, the racer people, they don't really care about comfort. They only care about making their cars look good in their minds, not in everyone else's mind. So yeah, comfort above 4, the prestige above 15, and the safety, because well, you have to register your car, you have to go to the government, the DMV, and register your car, so the safety should be above 35. Reliability, well, usually racers they ruin their cars, so yeah, let's go with the minimum, which is 60. Reliability should be above 60. The economy or fuel efficiency, well, it's up to you, my friend. The higher you go, the higher your total number is, so do whatever you want with the fuel efficiency or the eco number. It's up to you. You can go high, you can go low, it's up to you. Now the price limit, which is on 0% margin, $8,000 only. Yes, my friends, $8,000. That's the maximum price. Don't exceed 8,000K or $8,000, 8K. Now the engine production units. Your engine production units should never exceed 25 points. The engineering time should never exceed 15 points. Now the total car production unit, which is 60 points. That's maximum 60 points, and the total car engineering time is maxed out at 25 points. Now, make your car. You have a week from the day this video was released on YouTube. You have a full week from the day this thing was released. So take your time. Don't rush your creation. And if you want to get extra points, because yes, I'm gonna give extra points on your total category numbers. Yes, if you, for example, if you have like, for example, maybe 200 is your total category number, and if your car looks good, I'm gonna give it extra points, and the extra points will go for good looks. I mean, good looks in a racer mind, not good looks in our mind. In our mind, it looks like that no one wants to ride in. So yeah, it should look good in a racer mind, and realistic details. Pay great attention to realistic racer details. Extra points will be given to those two categories. So yeah, if you want to get those extra points, pay cool attention to your car. Take your time, don't rush it, and have fun with it. Have fun with the engine tuning, with what kind of engine you can use, because yes, you can use any engine you want, any chassis you want, anything you want. It's open, my friend. Open, open, open. Do whatever you want, use whatever material you want, anything. You want to go V8, you can want to go V16, you want to go inline 3, you want to go 2 horsepower, 1000 horsepower, it's up to you. Just don't break the rules, my friend, because in the last challenge, unfortunately, a lot of cars a lot of cars got disqualified because they have skipped this video and they just decided to make the car with whatever rules they found on Discord, which is not really good. Watch the video, pay cool attention to it, because it's very important. Now, make your car and have fun with it. So you have a full week from this day, from the day that this video was released on YouTube. So the day that I'm gonna release this video, which is the 28th of November, which is Wednesday. So let's see, 29, 30, that means Friday. Alright, so Wednesday, the next week, which will be the 5th of December. Yes, my friends, the 5th of December, on Wednesday at 6 p.m. plus 3 GMT time, the challenge will finish. Yes, my friends, the next Wednesday at the 5th of December, 6 p.m. plus 3 GMT time, that's my local time. So make a regular car, but don't send me the regular car. Make a regular one, racer it into the max. Take your time with it, racer it, put rice in it, make it in everyone's mind, but cool in a racer mind. And if your car is really cool, like in 2006, you will get extra points. Alright, so make your car, export the .car file and send it to me on Discord. The link in the description below, so you can sign up to my Discord and of course submit your file over there. Don't worry, it's for free. Submitting is free, and of course all these challenges are free. So the prize then. The prize, my friends, is this, the baller raced car. The winner of this challenge will get the baller raced car and the base car. You will get both of those cars if you win this challenge. So right now I haven't thought how I'm gonna test the challenge, but I will think about it and I'm gonna inform everyone on Discord how I'm gonna test all these submitted cars. Maybe a race, maybe just a showcase, decide which one is or it looks the raciest. Who knows? I will inform everyone when I reach my final decision. But so far, make your car, submit it. You have a full week, and stay tuned on Discord for further news or further further news about this challenge. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Take your time, enjoy your time, and enjoy making your crazy car. And don't forget to submit it before the deadline reach us. Alright, so thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this challenge, and thank you so much for everyone that has voted on YouTube for this challenge. Although it was a very weird challenge, but we can do it. So thank you so much guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and if you like my challenges, if you like my channel, you can support the channel on my Patreon page. Also the link in the description below. Sign up to my Patreon page, and by signing up you can download special cars, special replicas, and by doing that you will be supporting the channel and giving me motivation to do much more. So get creative, don't break any rules, and I'm gonna see you in a week. And thank you so much, and stay tuned for more videos tomorrow and after it, and as usual. And goodbye for now, my friends.